Hello folks, today we're trying out the beta version of Slipways, a miniature 4X game that started life as a superb little Pico 8 game. So Slipways is essentially a turn-based puzzle game, really, about making the most efficient trade network, and it always begins with you choosing your council, which are 3 people who will give you certain quests and perks and rewards and stuff like that. And for the sake of the video, I think we'll choose a random load of lads. You'll notice a few perks here and there, which will be all very nice. But let's get on with the game. They won't affect things hugely to start with. Right, okay, so we've got ourselves a black hole at the centre of the universe, and we have to start connecting up things by exploration. If you do want to play this game early, do check out the Pico 8 version, that's basically a free preview. Or wait for the demo that'll be available during the next Steam Game Festival, and thanks to the dev for sending me this preview key. So first of all, we need to, let's send out a little probe over here. This will cost £3 and 1 month of the game. And we've basically got, in this mode, 25 years to see how far we can get. It's a very chilled game, this. There's no rush. I don't know how good this is going to actually let's play, admittedly. We'll see. I just want to convince you to actually check this out because I really like it. I like the old version and I like this one and all. Right, so the planets that we've discovered so far, we've got a potential to be a hive world, an aggro world, or a Gaia world. And we'll have to choose which one we want by purchasing this, and it'll continue to specialise in just one of these 3 things as we want. But first, we need to see how things are going to connect up, because it's all about making trade networks. We're starting with a mine, which will always be this choice of turning people into minerals. So we'll have to, we can choose that, but we'll have to start feeding it with people. This is obviously going to be the likely candidate, because all we need to do is feed this planet with wheat, and we'll get out people, which will all be very nice. But first, we'll actually have to find a source of wheat. So I'm going to send out another probe over here, try to get as many planets as I can. There. And, oh, that's not too bad. If we feed this with robot heads, we'll get wheat. Over here, we've got a crappy desert, which is pointless. Oh. And we've also got an asteroid, which won't do much at all to anyone anytime soon. So, okay, so at the moment we know it's going to be people to minerals, wheat to people, and then robots to wheat. Now this, if we provide it with minerals, we'll send out robots. That might actually work. We might be able to connect all these things up in a glorious synergy gasm of some description. Right, so now I've actually chosen that planet and spent the cash. We've expanded our universe and discovered loads more places that we could theoretically explore. But let's start connecting things up. I'll connect that up to there with a slipway. Once I've actually chosen what I actually want to make, which I think is going to be the robot heads. The little 790 heads. Right, so first of all, we can connect that up to there. And so now everything that this planet is producing is going to here. It's also allowed us, in the next level of stuff, we will also be able, if we find a way of feeding it microchips, we'll get increased yields. But for now, we've essentially got robot heads that we can send out. We actually got 2 robot heads. I think we're only going to get 1 out of that, but apparently we've got 2. Anyway, now we need to buy this. We need to turn. Oh, actually, were we going to do wheat into people? I think we were, weren't we? Yes. Okay, so we'll buy that. This is the robot heads into wheat. Over there. The wheat's going to come over here and get turned into people. So that connects up to there. And now we've got 3 people. So we actually connect that right back up to the start again. Before I do that, let's have a look at this planet. This is a mineral mine planet, and it's struggling because we're not providing it with any people yet. It has unfulfilled needs. 1 bloke. But we are actually getting some cash out of this already. Oh, Le Guin. Excellent stuff. There's so many sci-fi references in this. It's really rather cool. Anyway, so we just need to connect that up to there. And we have our first, wonderful little synergy. You can actually get 2-way trades as well, which is particularly satisfying. So now we've done that, it looks like if we start feeding this planet, Artemis, with box production goods, we'll increase the amount of people that are spare, which is all very nice. Now let's have a look at quests. Now I've set up a basic trade network. And these are our council, and we get to choose 2 of these 3. Colonise 3 more planets, and as a reward, we'll get new options unlocked. Or we can invent 1 new technology. That'll happen in time. Get 1 more ocean planets to successful. I'll choose the top 2, I think. And that'll sit happily in the top left, waiting for me to actually do stuff. Thankfully, the colonise 3 more planets one should be fairly straightforward. Right. I could exploit this for £6, because now we've got a planet quite close to it, so I'll do that. Yes, why not? If I've got more planets colonised near it, I'd have got more money, but it's only a few quid, so who's counting? So it seems like we have to start exploring further out. Let's try and get as many as we can there. And see if any of these lads want some spare wheat that I've got knocking about. Oh, in actual fact, I've just noticed something. We've actually got spare minerals coming out of this planet over here. We could actually link this directly across here. You can't cross the streams, but this will work. And now we've got even more stuff going on. So now we're providing it with minerals as well, meaning this is a bit happier. We are in a level 2 situation. Next level successful requires at least 2 export routes, and we've only got 1 so far. So if we can just send this wheat somewhere else, we'll be able to level the place up. That's just a mine. That's a forge world, doesn't want wheat. That's a desert planet. Let's see what's happening over here. Another lava planet. Bloody hell, that's no good. That arid planet over there does actually require wheat and water to provide people, but it's a bit far out. I'm not quite sure this will actually reach. Oh, it does. It would just about reach, but yeah, we also need some water, which we do not have any source of at the moment, so let's leave that be for the time being. We've also got a spare robot head. See if anyone... Oh, hello. So this jungle planet over here, I can either turn robot heads into wheat or goo and blue. The old goo and blue. I'm sure someone close by wants water. That planet over there wanted water, but that's way too far away. So don't even think about it, lads. What I'll do, I think, is explore these planets. Oh, yep, a couple of asteroids. This planet over here. Oh, that requires water and wheat. Alright. And that, unfortunately, that is just out of range, that's annoying. Otherwise, that would have been quite handy. But yeah, what I might do is make wheat here and send it over here. And we'll actually have to find, we have to find a source of water. So let's investigate over here, just in case. Ah yes, if you send robots to here, we get water. And we've got spare robot heads here. So we can then send water down here and up here. Yes, this is good. This is synergy all over the bloody shop. Right, okay, so we want water. Robot heads to there. We are producing loads of water. Send that over there, which means we are producing another bit of mineral, which we might be able to send down there once we've explored it later on. And this. So yeah, we need wheat. We'd actually have to make the wheat. So robot heads. Oh, we no longer have spare robot heads. Let me just get rid of that. If we sent... We will be able to get another robot head out of this, but we'd have to start feeding it with microchips. Unfortunately, we might be able to do it here, but we'd have to feed it with minerals. You can see how things are starting to get a lot more complicated and a lot more sort of like planning aheady already. I'm going to have a bit of a think about this. So yes, it is complicated, but we can do this. It's just going to be connecting up pretty much everything. I've got the cash for this, so this should be okay. Right, so this is going to be provided with water from there and wheat from... is eventually going to be here. So, robot heads into wheat. Oh, mission complete. I've colonised 3 planets, and some more options will have been unlocked in a bit. Right, okay, so we need to provide this with robot heads, which will come from over here. Like that. Then we need to provide the minerals, so we need people. And, to actually get the people, we'll need to come over here. And that, I think, has now created another loop. Now, is there anything else we can squeeze out of this? We've got robot heads, which we could turn into goods over here, but there's nothing really much we can do with goods, so that's probably not worth doing. Is there anything else? We're creating wheat here. I think we just have to go further afield. Another thing you can do in this is build a lab, because we're not actually building any research or science at the moment, and that might be a thing we should be doing. So if you've got any spare capacity around, you could start by essentially building a lab and feeding it with 1 person and 1 resource. So we could do that over here. And the trouble is we may need these resources. It's best to work out labs and research only once you realise that you've got some spare both some spare people and some spare minerals or whatever. So let's have a look what's going on over here. This water may not be of any use to anyone around, but let's just check out these planets. That's another mine. Yeah, nobody wants this water by the looks of it. Double check over here, though. Ice ball and some ruins we can explore with people. So at the moment, this water is looking incredibly unlikely that we're going to be able to do anything with it. So, sod it. Let's turn it into a research area. So here's what we'll do. I'll build it out of the way of things. Here. Well, can she use water? Yes, you can. You can use minerals, water, green goo, microchips, or robot heads. And spare people. And we have science coming in. 1 science. 1 per year. It's not great, but it'll do the job for now. So we've still got 1 spare person being produced there. If we actually provided this with crates, we'd be able to level up this planet and get even more people coming out of it. I'd ideally like to get microchips coming into here. This Stevenson 8. So what we can do, and what we could do is buy this and turn their minerals into microchips and then go over to there. So let's do that and to there. That hasn't actually provided our next level yet. I think we do need another export route before we are allowed to get that leveled up. That was piss. We explored and got 2 asteroids and that was it. Let's get rid of this asteroid. 12 quid. That one 6 quid. Not many more any planets need stuff. This needs green goo, this needs water, but there's no way of providing either of those. Well, I think I've just noticed a connection I've missed previously. This can go over to here. Now we've got spare microchips, and we've actually turned this into an incredibly prosperous place, a successful planet. Nice little level 3 planet, so we've got another spare robot head here now, which we can't do anything with. Although, having said that, we can might be able to get we could get another research lab going, but we'd have to put it kind of here-ish near that one, and use that the remaining human in this planet, but we may need that human like elsewhere over here perhaps, so let's do a bit of exploration. They don't need people. They don't need people. They do, over here, if you want to make some minerals. That's probably what I'm going to use it for then. Who's going to buy the minerals? This could provide us with quite a few things. The trouble is we've got no output. We've got nowhere to sell these things just yet. Ideally, I'd like to turn minerals into crates and then sell the crates over here in this planet because there is a missing crate here. However, we can't do that. Let me just demonstrate. Unfortunately, the other green planet in the middle is obstructing our line of sight. We cannot do that. That's quite useful. Possibly. We've got a spare robot head from the grey planet, and we could turn that into either wheat or green goo and water. The green goo and water... Not many places we can go to. We can send the water to here, but we'd also need the wheat. Actually, what is this? We haven't actually... We don't know what that is. Oh. It's piss, is what it is. So unusually, in this fairly early game, I'm going to take a bit of a risk, because all the exploration I've done hasn't provided us with any kind of closed loops that I can make. I think that might be a bit... Well, I can just about explore that, just see if there's anything interesting there. Primordial planet. That's probably not that useful right now. I'll worry about that later. What I'm going to do, I think, is turn this into a robot head construction facility. Doing this will just open up the universe a bit more, and we can maybe find some stuff to do with things. And then we can turn robot heads into wheat. Then we can possibly turn the wheat into people, but we'll need some minerals, and we haven't really got any spare at the moment. But we have got loads more planets to explore, so let's try and do some of that. I've got another one of you. Another Forge world. Well, we still need a source of minerals, really. That isn't going to be one. Neither is that. Yeah, we are struggling for a source of... Oh no, hang on. This is one, isn't it? This is a mine. We can turn people into minerals. Ooh, this might be worth investigating. We might actually find a closed loop out of it. So let's go over to... Oh, got to colonise that first. We're turning that into that. Up to there. And so the people can go to there. And this, I think, will be a two-way trade situation. Yeah, look. That's good. However, you over here, are you okay? You're established. So I don't think anything's suffering as a result of this. I think everything's being... I think every planet is being satisfied. Is both buying and selling. So I think we got away with that. It's just a bit of a weird thing. I'm sure there must be some more efficiencies we can do. But I don't know. At least we've now got a bunch more places we can go, which is very handy. What's that? Oh, another desert. God damn it. And another forge world. Seem to be getting a lot of these. I'm going to investigate these ruins because we haven't done that yet. So I need to just connect up a populated planet with the ruins, and we'll get an event. Bio research facility. By the looks of it, we can't do anything yet because to do this, our requirements, we need 6. We need to advance the Vittori to level 1 to unlock this option, which I think they are the blue guys. And to do that, we have to complete the blue guys quest, which is to do with getting science. I think we have to invent a technology, but we haven't got enough science yet to do that, I don't think. Make it a tourist attraction, we can't do that yet, because we haven't completed quests of someone else as well. However, looking at our research thing over here, we do actually have enough science now to spend on Xeno studies, which unlocks Xenolab on remnant and primordial planets. So it's invented that, so certain planets now have an extra option, essentially. But it does mean that we can now do this, and get 6 bonus things. Sciences. So essentially that was a zero-sum game, but we got a technology out of it, which is very handy indeed. We've completed both these quests now, so we can choose 2 more. Get 2 more mineral-producing planets as successful, improve your yearly science output by 5, and increase the total production of crates by 2 units. Definitely do that. And also, I reckon that will be a good one to do as well. Right, let's finish off over here on the eastern side, because I'm starting to think there might be something we can do over here as well. Possibly involving these lot over here. So let's make this into a gayer world. Oh, I mean, that's opened up a lot. We'll provide this with people from over there. And now we're producing green and blue. And we can send some of that to here. Oh, hang on, we need to choose that. A colony. Feed the blue into there. And the wheat can come from over here. And we are producing people for days. Thankfully, we're already using some of the people in a mutual 2-way trade, so that's incredibly satisfying. None of the planets are going to be suffering as a result of any of this. We've got people to spare, which we can. Is there anywhere we can send these? I don't think there is, but that's fine. And provided that we are selling some people in some weird-ass slavery, we should be good. Anything else that we can do? We've got microchips over here. No, that's not particularly very useful. If we can just find a way of making crates, we'll be able to improve things quite nicely here as well. We've got a spare robot head there, but that's not the right sort of thing. It would be nice to use this somehow. And we could turn robot heads into either wheat or more green and blue goo. But again, we won't be able to do anything down here, and that bloody lava planet is just in the way. I'm getting Starbound vibes about some of this. Very fracking universe. So yes, in this video there's 17 years left, so we did about a quarter of the game. We'll have edited this down a little bit. So yeah, again, a run through of this will take you, if you're not doing a Let's Play and talking all over it, you'll probably get through this in an hour if you're all good. But yeah, there are plenty of other modes as well, like an endless mode, and there's a nightmare-ish mode as well, and I think there's going to be daily runs and all kinds of cool stuff. So do check it out if you can, and if you don't want to look for the full game, you can always check out the Pico 8 demo, which I'll link in the description. And thanks very much. Do subscribe to Randomise User to be notified when new stuff goes live about all the latest and best new indie games out there, and I'll see you next time.